am Susie.
Susie Ryan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Meet you.
You're here today. What brings you, how do you want to spend your time with me today?
If I could eliminate the high right drive shot, my scores would come down.
Okay, high right.
High right.
All right. Before we get started, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me your golf history. Tell me like a little bit about your golf history.
Played a lot of golf. Played a lot of competitive golf. Now I just play for fun.
Okay. And did you play in high school?
Played in high school. Played a little in college.
Yeah, nice.
And had to go to work.
Okay. All right. And what about hobbies and interests? What anything there? Do you have time for any of that?
Between watching my 3 kids, chasing them
Busy.
around, that's about it.
Okay. All right. So, what about how often do you come out here to play and practice?
Probably 3 days a week. Practice, playing maybe
Okay.
9 holes once a week, something
Okay.
like that. Maybe 18 every couple of weeks.
Okay. So you get out here you get out here quite a bit, 3 times a week. Okay, cool. And what about your score? Like what's your handicap, or do you keep
I
one?
would say my handicap on average right now, I'm shooting high 70s.
Okay, high 70s. Okay. And out of that round, you're hitting this high right. About how often do you see that in the round?
This creeps in 2-3 times a round.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. One more thing before we get started. Do you warm up any? Do you do anything to kind of warm up when you're on the range?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Can you show me one thing that you kind of like to do, and then I
warm
can
up?
Yeah. Is there one exercise you do?
I would say I work really hard on trying to pull the club through.
Okay.
So I'll hit some wedge shots and just try to get the ball just to get elevated, let the ball kind of fly.
Okay. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. But one of the things that I have to kind of tell you today is that you've got to do a little dynamic warm-up before we take our first swing. So can I just show you one exercise you can do?
Yep.
Okay, so one to get your heart rate up is go ahead and get in your golf posture and palms facing out. I'm going to take your club and we'll just put it down. And go ahead and just get in your kind of your setup that you're going to use for your driver a little bit. And we're just going to pick up and do some heel stomps. Okay, and all I want you to do is just rotate your upper body, just like you're going to make it turn your backswing and your follow through.
Okay.
All right, cool. And you can do some heel stomps, right? And then we'll stop for a second. Let's do it one more time. So again, golf posture. Okay, we're going to stomp our feet, stomp our heels, and then turn our trunk, or turn our chest. Okay, cool.
Okay.
This is really important because I think that in golf it's very dynamic, kind of get the blood flow kind of going and the heart rate going, kind of connect that kind of brain and the mind and the muscles. All right?
I like it.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'd like to kind of watch you hit a couple balls.
Okay.
And so if you could just show me a target out there that you want to hit, where would you like to go that I can take a
Go
look
for
at?
the little solo pine tree out there.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to watch a couple shots from behind, kind of here, and then in front of you.
Okay. There it is.
Okay, and that's something that you kind of notice when you're out playing, right? Okay. All right, so I get to watch that again. So go ahead and just do what you normally do when you're out playing.
Okay.
That was a little bit better?
That was straight.
Okay. And could you kind of tell the difference between that first one and to the second one?
Yes.
Okay, and kind of give me your words on that. What did you
First
feel?
one, everything came through, no problems. The first one, everything blocked. I felt like it was just kind of, and then the second one, everything just kind of released through.
Okay, so the first one kind of a block, and then the next one you said everything kind of came through it. Is that right? Okay, so I'd like to watch a couple more, maybe 2 more shots.
Okay.
So can you show me again? We're going at that
Pine tree.
That pine tree. Okay.
There's a high right.
Okay, and in your words, that was kind of like that felt like a block to you. Okay. All right, so let's try that again. Kind of got the same pattern?
Yep.
Okay. And just to ask some questions about that, you're going at the pine tree. When you're out playing, about how far right does a ball go? Can you kind of give me a
bad
measurement?
shot?
Yeah.
Far right.
So give me a number. Like if I'm looking at that tree, you can use your fingers. Have you ever done that where you kind of put your fingers out and you can go, you know, is it you know, is it one finger to the right of the tree? Is it two fingers out to the right? 4 fingers, okay. And
it's hitting houses.
Okay, so if I was going to help you today, and if we're hitting it, you said out 4 fingers out there, what would be a good improvement strategy for you to bring it in? Like if we worked on something today, what would you?
I would say keeping it in the first 3 fingers would be a great
Okay, so good improvement. Okay, well then what we're going to try to do then is come up with an improvement strategy that can help bring that in, that shot, that high right in closer to your target. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you about, again, just making sure that we understand about our path a little bit. So let me just kind of demonstrate really quickly what that might look like. So here's just a quick demonstration. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask you what type of learner. How do you learn best? Like, are you a visual learner, or what? Tell me a little bit more about how
I would say a combination of visual and then a feel. I mean, I definitely have to have some feel. I'm not as technical, that's for sure.
Okay, I'm glad that I asked you that, because as you know, as somebody who is trying to help you learn, I need to know how to fit that to you. Okay, so I'm glad I remembered that. Okay, so feel would be probably 1 or 2.
I would say feels first, and then you know, visuals second.
Okay, and then lastly, you know, I did ask you about your interest in outside golf. Did you play any other sports though that we could kind of relate some of that feel to?
I played growing up basketball and baseball and all the sports. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so played a lot of different sports, so hopefully I can kind of tie it back into that too. But let me show you really quickly. If let's just kind of go through a real simple idea here. Okay, so if this is our ball to target line, we're going to the path. You would know that obviously that in our downswing, if we came down, that we would actually, if we're going out to the right of target, it would swing more out to the right. Right? And then the same conversely, if you hit the ball, make the impact down the target line, ball, depending on the club face, would go to the target. And then also if I come down, swing down and make contact, and then I swing a little bit left. So this is kind of some direction idea, right? Would you say that when you're hitting it, that you feel like your ball is starting on line, or is it really 4 fingers out to the right, the ball starting to the right?
Yes, it's starting to the right and then maybe a little fade.
Okay, okay. So let's, and today you want to address more of that ball going to the right. Okay, so let's try this. What I'd like to do is let's address this idea of path, and let's use 2 sticks. Okay. So all we're going to do is just point, we'll make a track kind of headed that direction, and let's just see if you can make the swing and just start getting a feel for swinging that club and kind of through the track.
Okay.
Okay, so backswing path looks really good, and then the downswing path just splits a little to the right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one more idea. This would, you know, I think the track here would kind of help us just kind of organize ourselves to bring ourselves more toward the target. But let's try this one here. I'm going to place this stick out in front. See, Ryan, if that looks pretty good. This looks like it's pretty where we're going?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. What I want you to do is, you said your feel, so I want you to kind of use your feel. I want to see if we can get the ball to go over that stick.
Okay.
All right, so see if you can just kind of set some sort of intention of hitting that ball
So
right on the stick. That's a good one. What did that do with your idea of the target line? Did that help a little bit, having something?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And
felt good on the much better follow through.
yeah. So you know, before you said you kind of felt like you blocked it a little bit, kind of 4 fingers out to the right. Set you up a little kind of a structure, little practice area here with a little more focus, intermediate focus. Did you feel like you could release it better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, let's try 2 more of those then.
Okay.
just say, using kind of your baseball idea, let me just demonstrate real quick. My feeling on it is, you know, you look ready to go. Again, it looks like this is more on your downswing phase. So this is in motion on your downswing phase. You know, if you can imagine that this is your baseball bat right here, and you were going to strike it, I would say on the downswing when you strike it, you would go ahead and feel like you really released it, and you would go ahead and strike it with that kind of that bat idea. I think all that's happening is that when you come back down, is that when you come down, it's coming down from the inside, it's just a little bit late. Okay, and what I would say is maybe you could kind of visually think that you actually had, you stood up there and you had this bat idea, and you're going to strike using the bat, you know, strike kind of when you come down, really strike it with this idea of getting the bat back out in front of us. Okay. So let's see if that doesn't give you a feel idea of using something that you're very familiar with in baseball.